We're gonna do something very funny today, so let's not waste time and let's go. So, in this video, we're gonna have a double review for Inayah. One review that you're gonna see on this video is my review, my script, how I did the video, or should I say a handcrafted review, like it's supposed to be in a real world. The other review is AI review, or should I say AI reworked my script and created a review for Inayah. After all, that's how all the gaming media sounds these days. And I figure out why they all sound the same to me, like William Shakespeare. It's because of the AI. They don't write anything on their own. AI does it for them. Now how it's gonna look when AI converts my script and creates a Shakespeare out of a game review. For me personally, it was extremely funny to record this. I was laughing non-stop. And that's why it might sound a bit strange, but listen to both of my reviews, my own and the AI version, and tell me what you think about it. So, let's begin. Inayah, Life After Gods review. My fair review. Inayah, Life After Gods is a fresh Metroidvania set to launch in 2025, blending the best elements of Aeterna Noctis, Hollow Knight, and Sundered. This 2D side-scrolling platformer delivers a compelling mix of exploration, combat, and challenging platforming. Let's dive into a detailed breakdown of what makes this game tick. Story. The narrative centers on Inayah, an orphan navigating a harsh world in search of her lost tribe. Along the way, she encounters a variety of NPCs, with player choices shaping the story and leading to multiple endings. While the premise is intriguing and the branching paths in depth, the writing feels average sometimes, weighted down by excessive dialogue and light comedy that doesn't quite hit the mark. A tighter script could have elevated it further, but even so, the story provides a decent foundation for the adventure. It's not the game's standout feature, but it gets the job done. 6 out of 10 for the story. Game bugs and optimization. I played a pre-release version with minor amount of bugs, all of which the developers have since ironed out. The final product is a technical gem: fast loading times, stellar optimization, and smooth performance even on low-end systems. Whether you're using an Xbox Thrustmaster, PlayStation 5 gamepad, or mouse and keyboard, the controls are precise and responsive. This is a polished experience that feels ready to impress right out of the gate. 10 out of 10 for game bugs and optimization. Game time. Depending on your chosen difficulty and playstyle, Inayah offers 15 to 25 hours of gameplay. My run on the hardest difficulty clocked in at around 20 hours, and I could see myself returning for more. With multiple endings and a design that rewards exploration, it's got replay value, especially for speedrunners. For the price, it's a hefty dose of content that delivers bang for your buck, making it a worthy investment for Metroidvania fans. 9 out of 10 for the game time. Game difficulty. Inayah nails accessibility with multiple difficulty options, catering to everyone from casual players to hardcore enthusiasts. On a toughest setting, the boss fights and platforming demand skill and precision, but they're always fair. The enemy AI shines, particularly in boss encounters, keeping you on your toes without feeling cheap. It's a balanced challenge that invites all skill levels to enjoy the ride. 10 out of 10 for the game difficulty. Maps and graphics. The game features 4 expansive biomes and 2 smaller ones, each with a distinct visual flair. The world map is clear and easy to navigate, while the handcrafted art style pops with vibrant colors and detailed animations. Inayah boasts over 50 unique movesets. That said, the The absence of a mini-map during gameplay is a glaring oversight, forcing frequent pauses to check your bearings. It's a minor frustration in an otherwise visually stunning package with solid map variety. 8 out of 10 for maps and graphics. Gameplay. Here's where Inayah truly shines. You leap, dash, and slash your way through intricate levels, uncovering secrets and battling epic bosses. The platforming is tight and challenging, echoing Aeterna Noctis and Sundered, while the combat feels fluid and satisfying. Backtracking is par for the course in a Metroidvania, but the lack of chase sequences, only one in the entire game, feels like a missed opportunity given the stellar movement mechanics. Still, the core gameplay loop is buttery smooth and endlessly fun. 9 out of 10 for the gameplay, leveling and itemization. Killing enemies earns you crystals to upgrade 3 weapon types, swift swords, powerful gloves, and heavy-hitting flails. Each offers a unique playstyle, enhanced by an expensive skill tree with over 30 build possibilities. Skills even alter animations and combos for added flair. Add in health upgrades and implants, trinkets with passive and active effects, and you've got a deep, rewarding progression system that keeps you tinkering and experimenting. 9 out of 10 for leveling and itemization. NPCs and enemies. The NPCs can be mixed bags sometimes, some talk too much, which can grate, but their quest lines often lead to memorable boss fights and worthwhile rewards, making them worth the chatter. Enemy variety impresses with diverse movesets that keep combat engaging. The bosses steal the show though, delivering multi-phase battles that test your skill and leave you with a rush of satisfaction. These encounters are the game's crown jewel, the boss fights. 8 out of 10 for NPCs and enemies. Music and sound. The main theme is catchy and the atmospheric tracks suit the game's tone. However, the voice acting is lackluster and the sound effects, while decent, don't leave a lasting impression. This game is fully voice acted, by the way. It's a functional audio experience that could use more polish to match the rest of the game's quality. 6 out of 10 for music and sound. Final verdict. Adding up the scores, 75 points in 9 sections, and that would be 8.3 out of 10 for Inayah Life After Gods, a well-deserved 8.3 out of 10. For a debut title, for a new studio, it's remarkably polished, excelling with its challenging boss fights, stellar platforming, and generous content. It may not reach the lofty heights of Hollow Knight or Aeterna Noctis, but it holds its own among indie Metroidvanias. If you crave tough platforming, deep exploration, and thrilling combat, this is a must-play, especially for the fans of Metroidvania. With Aeterna Lucis and Silksong still distant and far away from us, Inayah is a fantastic option to scratch that Metroidvania itch. I highly recommend this game. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Inayah Life After Gods review. Inayah Life After Gods is an utterly spellbinding Metroidvania poised to ensnare players in 2025, deftly intertwining the fiendishly intricate platforming of Aeterna Noctis, the hauntingly atmospheric depths of Hollow Knight, and the wild, tempestuous combat of Sundered. This breathtaking 2D side-scrolling odyssey whisks you into a mesmerizing tapestry of awe-inspiring biomes, ferocious enemies, and heart-thundering boss encounters. Prepare yourself for an exhilarating expedition as we plunge into the radiant heights and subtle shadows of this extraordinary game. Story. The narrative core of Inayah is a poignant, soul-stirring saga of resilience and revelation. You embody Inayah, a fearless, wide-eyed orphan cast into a merciless, sprawling wilderness, her heart ablaze with a desperate quest to reunite with her scattered tribe. Along this treacherous path, she crosses paths with a kaleidoscopic array of NPCs, vivid souls, brimming with tales of woe, wisdom, and wry humor. Your every choice ripples through this fragile world, weaving a web of multiple endings that shimmer with the profound consequences of your actions. Yet, For all of its emotional potency and tantalizing forks in the road, the story occasionally falters under the weight of loquacious, overwrought dialogue and jarring bursts of levity that feel out of place in this grim tapestry. A tighter, more disciplined script could have catapulted this tale into the stratosphere of unforgettable epics. Still, it remains a sturdy, evocative foundation that anchors the electrifying gameplay with quiet grace. 6 out of 10 for the story. Game bugs and optimization. Even in its pre-release infancy, Inayah dazzled me as a gleaming paragon of technical wizardry. The handful of trifling bugs I stumbled upon were swiftly exorcised by the developers, leaving a final product so flawlessly polished it gleams like a freshly minted coin. Lightning-fast loading times, buttery smooth optimization, and pristine performance elevate this game into a realm of pure, unadulterated delight, effortlessly accommodating even the most modest of hardware setups. Whether you're clutching an Xbox Stress Master with steely resolve, cradling a PlayStation 5 gamepad with tender precision, or commanding the battlefield with a timeless duo of mouse and keyboard, the controls respond with razor-edge clarity and instantaneous finesse. This is the game that reveres your time and treasures your experience, delivering a seamless, transcendent journey from the first leap to the final flourish. 10 out of 10 for game bugs and optimization. Game time. Brace yourself for an epic, sprawling pilgrimage that unfurls across a generous 15 to 25 hours, its duration waxing or waning with the ferocity of your chosen difficulty and the curiosity of your wandering spirit. My own harrowing voyage on the most grueling setting consumed a riveting 20 hours, yet the siren call of this world already beckons me back for more breathtaking escapades. With a constellation of divergent endings and a labyrinthine realm teeming with hidden wonders, Inayah promises a bountiful harvest of replayability that will entice you to return time and again. Speedrunners, sharpen your blades. This game is a glittering gauntlet crafted for your daring exploits. For its price, it's a veritable cornucopia of value, an overflowing chalice of adventure that stands as a testament to its creator's generosity and ambition. 9 out of 10 for the game time. Game difficulty. Inayah emerges as a resplendent masterpiece of inclusivity, unfurling a dazzling spectrum of difficulty options that embrace every soul brave enough to step into its world. Are you a carefree wanderer craving a gentle, breezy jaunt through its wonders, or a battle-hardened titan yearning for a merciless, soul-searing crucible of skill? This game has sculpted a perfect niche for you. On its most unforgiving tier, the boss battles and platforming gauntlets erupt into a breathtaking symphony of precision and peril, fiendishly demanding yet exquisitely fair, a challenge that ignites your spirit without ever breaking it. The enemy AI is cunning, relentless force, especially in the game's most colossal showdowns, ensuring every triumph feels like a hard-fought, euphoric conquest. It's a harmonious, all-welcoming tapestry of difficulty that invites every player to dance with its dangers. 10 out of 10 for the game difficulty. Maps and graphics. The world of Inayah is a ravishing, eye-drenching spectacle, unfurling 4 vast, majestic biomes and 2 smaller, equally enchanted realms that shimmer with artistic brilliance. Each landscape is a singular, jaw-dropping marvel. Picture verdant, emerald-hued forests pulsing with life, or desolate, shadow-drenched ruins whispering tales of forgotten glory. The world map is a luminous beacon of clarity, guiding you through this sprawling maze with unerring grace, yet a nettlesome flaw rears its head. The absence of a minimap during gameplay casts a frustrating shadow, forcing frequent pauses to consult your bearings amid the action. Even so, the hand-drawn artistry is a triumphant explosion of vivid hues, painstaking details, and over 50 fluid, mesmerizing animations that breathe vibrant life into Inayah's every move. It's a visual banquet that stumbles only slightly, a radiant bloom marred by a single pesky thorn. 8 out of 10 for maps and graphics. Gameplay. Here, Inayah ascends to vertiginous heights of brilliance, a pulsating crescendo of kinetic mastery. You'll soar across yawning, treacherous abysses, dart through barrages of enemy breath with lightning agility, and cleave through snarling hordes with a ferocity that sings in your veins. The platforming is a heart-stopping acrobatic ballet of skill, echoing the diabolical elegance of Aeterna Noctis, while the combat unfurls as a frenetic, blood-pumping whirlwind of steel and fury. scenery, resembling Sundered. Exploration is a lavish banquet strewn with clandestine chambers, elusive secret bosses, and tantalizing upgrades that glitter like buried treasure. Backtracking, that oft-dreaded Metroidvania staple, feels purposeful and invigorating, never descending into monotony. The lone blemish only, a perplexing scarcity of chase sequences. Only one graces the entire game, despite platforming mechanics that positively ache for more pulse-quickening pursuits. Nevertheless, the gameplay is an intoxicating, relentless vortex of challenge and exhilaration that will ensnare you from your first daring leap to your final victorious strike. 9 out of 10 for the gameplay, leveling, and itemization. As you blaze your trail through the perilous world, you'll harvest shimmering crystals from vanquished foes, channeling them into a trinity of awe-inspiring weapon archetypes. Lit, graceful swords that carve the air with balletic precision for the swift-footed, hulking, bone-shattered gloves that thunder with raw, primal might for the indomitable, and ponderous, cataclysmic flails that unleash devastating critical blows like a storm unleashed. The skill tree is vast, sprawling labyrinth of potential, offering over 30 distinct builds that reshape not merely stats but animations and combos, molding Inayah into a bespoke avatar of destruction tailored to your wildest whims. Toss in robust health upgrades and ingenious implants, trinkets brimming with passive and active boons, and you're gifted a progression system that feels like an endless glittering trove of empowerment. It's a deeply gratifying player-forged odyssey of evolution that keeps you enthralled with every gleaming step forward. 9 out of 10 for leveling and itemization. NPCs and enemies. The NPCs you encounter are a whimsical, motley crew, some radiate quirky charm, others prattle with exasperating verbosity, but their winning personal quests often culminate in unforgettable boss clashes and dazzling rewards that make their presence a delight worth savoring. The enemies, however, are a veritable gallery of diabolical genius, a diverse, unpredictable legion whose cunning movesets keep your senses razor sharp and your reflexes primed. Yet the true luminaries are the bosses, gargantuan, multi-faced titans of awe and terror that demand every shred of your gil, grit, and dexterity. These titanic encounters are the game's resplendent pinnacle, igniting adrenaline-charged duels that leave you breathless, triumphant, and clutching spoils that feel like sacred relics of your valor. 8 out of 10 for NPCs and enemies. Music and sound. The auditory landscape of Inayah is a curious, bittersweet medley. The main theme soars as a rousing, spine-tingling hymn that ignites your journey, while the ambient tracks weave a subtle, moody spell that enhances the game's eternal allure. Yet, the voice acting limps along with lackluster vigor, and the sound effects, though competent, lack the visceral punch to etch themselves into your memory. It's a serviceable sonic backdrop that neither hinders nor hinders the experience, yet it squanders the chance to ascend into a realm of aural magnificence. A touch more finesse could have transformed this into a soundscape as unforgettable as the visuals it accompanies. 6 out of 10 for music and sound. Final verdict. When the scores are tallied, 75 out of 90, Inayah, Life After Gods emerges with a richly deserved 8.3 out of 10. For a debut endeavor, it's an astonishingly polished jewel, gleaming most fiercely in its fiendish boss battles, exquisitely crafted platforming, and overflowing bounty of content. It may not yet scale the Olympian peaks of Hollow Knight or Aeterna Noctis, but it stands as a towering colossus among indie Metroidvanias, delivering a thrilling, irresistible odyssey that clutches you tight and refuses to let go. If you crave punishing platforming, fathomless exploration, and combat that sets your pulse ablaze, this is your siren call. With Aeterna Lucis and Silksong lingering on the far horizon, Inayah blazes as a radiant, unmissable star in the Metroidvania firmament. I recommend it with every fiber of my being. Dive in and lose yourself in its wonders.